Good afternoon, everyone. This is Francis Nicholas, and this is my STEM activity created to incorporate scientific inquiry and the TI sensor tag within the realm of my technology education classroom. I do a lot of problem-solving activities in my room, and I thought this could be an interesting way for students to develop some scientific inquiry along the lines of working within the field of technology education. The challenge is to build a rolling transport that will safely move an egg down a slope and into a barrier. The idea is for the students to use this simulation and identify it with real-world applications. Because I believe STEM should be a holistic or integrated disciplines approach, I chose a list of vocabulary that most students would have learned about in math and science before reaching the high school level. Students will work through the technological design process as an engineer would to solve the given problem based on their experiences and previous knowledge. These pictures are of my testing runway that I developed. As the students progress through their trials, the table will move down the slope, creating a steeper angle, and the students will be expected to make readings via the TI sensor and develop an understanding of how that affects their prototypes. Some of the criteria are listed here. I believe criteria are just some guidelines to help students get started because true scientific inquiry is a bit advanced for some students. They all need some starting point. Some of the criteria are definitely some constraints that students must learn to work within. One of the biggest restraints that is the materials list. I believe this is an element of real-world applications that all professionals in all fields need to demonstrate. So I'm limiting what they can use. Some examples of my design. Unfortunately, it is my design because my students have been finished for about 2 weeks, taking finals, and graduation was last Friday. So here I am all in. But to start with, I created a very basic transport that would hold the egg. As you can see, the egg's been substituted out with the TI sensor so that I could see how the data collection would work before my students have to experience it. The second two, I just added some external bumpers to see if I could change the impact at the bottom of the slope. As you can see here, I used the TI sensor and recorded some of the impacts, which students would have to interpret and see how they can improve on their designs. I did develop a grading rubric, mostly because students refuse to work for nothing, and I believe grades are kind of like their paycheck, and it motivates them to do the work and apply themselves. So the grading rubric will be given to them up front so they know what they're looking for and what to work towards. This activity allows students to use their imagination, create solutions that could translate into real-world applications. At the end of the activity, we will take a close look at the designs, have a discussion about how the different designs could have been improved, how they are similar, how they are different, and what the possible applications would be. I think leaving this open gives an opportunity for inquiry along with how this can relate to real-world activities. Thank you.